welcome to the Critical D cast. This is going to be our mid-season summer 2014 anime review. I mean, so we don't have Brian with us today, but we do have Mike,
I am here. I am watching Game of Thrones right now.
and we do have Matt.
Yep. Finally, after
finally.
being absent for a while.
It's kind of rough for us to all, have a
Because we're all
time.
adults. Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, Brian's what? Fanime? Yeah,
He's a fanime.
So we're gonna do an anime review without him, the one person,
Mid-season check-in, see what's going on, see what we
Yeah.
like, don't like.
without the one guy who's at an anime convention right now, out of us,
Who doesn't watch anime all that much?
who
honestly,
doesn't
though.
watch anime as much as us.
He really
This is
doesn't.
good.
Like, he watches maybe like one or two shows a season, which is fine.
If that.
but I mean, like,
Yeah.
Well, he also plays like triple the amount of games any of us do. So
I think I'm on his level with
okay,
you.
sorry.
Bullshit.
He
I'll take him on.
plays. He plays
but
like
that's also. But Mike, that's also why you're very behind in anime.
That is also where I'm very behind. You can tell by my list. I have a lot of catching up to do. Because I'm playing too many games.
I think he plays like maybe. I think you and him probably play about 4 times as many games as Matt, and like 8 times as many games as me.
Yeah, and George as well.
But I did finish another game today. Yay!
A game I didn't play, which is kind of weird.
Oh my god! But I'll talk about that next cast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. This is week 8 of summer 2014 anime season,
Yeah, I need to get my ass in gear.
and
quickly.
well, it's so I'm gonna let Mike and Matt take the helm here. You two can just talk, and I'm just gonna follow up from wherever you start.
Let's just
Yeah,
run
Mike-
it down.
Just go down your list in your order here, and then whatever I happen to be watching, I'll say something when we get to it. But if you can just go through whatever, because you have a more extensive list than I do.
Yeah. So let's start from the top. Ace of Diamond.
Oh yeah, that show's
Still
really good.
baseball, still cool.
So I found out something.
Yep.
So Ace of Diamond, Haikyuu, and Baby Steps come out sequentially, and they're the 3 sports anime. Oh, sorry. Aside from Ping Pong, the animation, they're the 3 well-animated.
Yeah, I think Ruben, talk about people on the animation right quick.
Okay,
Because I watched episode 1 and I'm like, this looks like somebody that's in MS Paint.
okay.
Like, and I wish I was joking, but I'm really not joking.
You're not. I watched about 5 minutes of it. But, yeah, I just thought it was cool how those 3 sports anime that I am following actually come out right after another with nothing in between. So it's like the sports hour.
Yeah, like, it's like, I think I called it Ping Pong No Animation.
Here's the thing, though. The anime blogger I respect the most on the internet, blogsuki.com, great blogger, check him out. Here's the problem. I usually agree with him. on a lot of things. But his favorite anime, as of 3 episodes, mind you, was Ping Pong the animation.
God,
Now,
why?
apparently, it's based off of something else that was really good. So maybe it's a good anime that just looks ugly, I mean, you like Taku no Hana, it was ugly as shit.
Well, first off, it's not. Secondly, it had more animation than this bullshit.
Anyways, I just want to get that out there. I guess it's good. I don't know.
I don't think it is. Then again, I saw 1 episode, and that's really knee-jerk, but man, that's a really hard wall to get through when the anime looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't like Ping Pong, and I didn't like the animation at all, so I was just like, I'm not gonna watch this. But anyways, I see actually you're not that far behind on Ace of Diamond though, so
And
that's
actually,
good.
I think I'm caught up now, aren't I? I think I am.
You have one more, the one that came out yesterday.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm caught up. Whatever, same thing. Yeah, the thing is that it's still baseball. So it's gotten to that kind of Kuriko's way where one game takes like 3-4 episodes. It seems like. Which,
but the pacing isn't terrible. I've
It's
actually been
not.
liking it
It's
more
not.
and more as it's been going on. Quick shout out, by the way, to the redubbing and re-releasing of Sailor Moon by Viz
shout out
Media,
to Moon.
because it is literally plastered on Anime News Network right now, what I am streaming.
Oh, I need to go look at that.
So no matter what we look at, we will always see Sailor Moon.
Though I'm not fond of her saying, "What's it like?" Something make up when she transforms.
I don't know.
Because I'm really down with Moon Prism power. that's what gets my blood running.
Right.
So, because I'm of the opinion that the dub is much better than the actual Japanese voice acting. That's just me. So,
Well, then again, Mike, like I mean, this show is going to be a lot of nostalgic value for a lot of people because,
like me.
okay, Mike, when I watched this show, like you were like not even out of diapers yet, so just keep that in mind.
How old are you, Matt?
27.
And I'm 23. So
Out of diapers.
you watched anime when you were 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm glad.
But anyways, yeah. So Ace of Diamond. It's actually exciting. Ever since they started the whole tournament, it's been really good. Good pacing, good excitement, and they're actually making baseball fun to watch, which is pretty much the challenge I gave this show when I started watching it. I was like, baseball is my least favorite sport to watch on TV, so excite me in anime, and they're doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm down with is this new guy, this new enemy dude, who is just a fucking monster hitter.
Yeah.
Like, when he swings, it has fucking shockwave,
Yeah.
and that's rad as fuck. And also, there's a thing in the episode where, like, he hit a ball straight at that pitcher and hit him in the head. I thought he killed him, straight up.
I think in real life he would not have
He would've
gotten
killed-
up to throw the ball
Yeah.
first.
He would have killed him,
Yeah.
because that's happened before. Because they're using like metal bats in that show. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well-
They choose.
Because there have been times, like a few times, where a metal bat has hit a metal bat hit a guy in the head, and he died.
I
So
can
that's like a
imagine.
legit danger thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the dude has fucking crazy power, and I'm really interested to see where they go with that guy.
Well, yesterday's episode was a huge cliffhanger, so
Yeah.
over that. But yeah, good show. I still
Yeah.
like
Next
it.
I have is Aikatsu. So Aikatsu. All right, next show. Akuma no Riddle, which as you guys can see, I'm behind on that. I have 7 and 8 in the docket.
Yeah.
Currently.
Well, you're not that far behind. This is actually one of my favorite shows this season because like the animation for like the fight being kind of like they kind of do these stills and then just motion lines. I don't mind that because it's still to me like bringing it to life more than like reading a manga. And I mean, I used to read action mangas, and it's just ever since I started watching anime more actively, I realized that it's a lot better when you're seeing things in motion. But this really doesn't bother me too much the way they do it, and I just really like what they're like how they're gonna play it out with the last like 3 of them that are left at this point. But yeah, I guess it's just the pacing I like too because they don't take typically more than 1 episode per assassin, so that's a plus for me.
Yeah.
But I also really like the character designs, so that's another big plus for me. Also, the opening is pretty good.
It's not bad. I mean, it's buoyed by them whispering, which kind of always inadvertently helps an anime opening be kind of cooler.
Yeah.
But I'm just not. But since it is the way of that kind of genre and the way this show's worked out, it's hard to get really invested in many of the characters since they're kind of gone after an episode.
Well, the way they did it from the get-go, I just kind of like took it as they want you to care about the 2 main characters, and everybody else is just there for like plot.
Right, and like I like main girl, but the girl she's protecting, I don't care for her in the slightest.
Well, she has a history of some sort, so
They're kind of just holding it over your head, saying, "Hey, she might be cool. You don't know yet, but hey, she'll be cool. You don't know what her deal is."
But if they actually pull the upset, which I know that they won't do because it's anime, and I know it way too well. But if they were to do this, and this girl, the one that's protecting her just says, "Yeah, by the way, I was just protecting you so I could eliminate all of them so that I could kill you."
That'd be rad. My guess is that Ichinose is going to try to kill Aozuma at some point. Just kind of turn around on her.
Oh, I thought
Well-
they were just gonna have a lesbian like marriage and just end the show on a honeymoon. I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking.
I don't know if I
No,
could-
no, I'm saying that if they were to end it the way that I like envision, like if they just pull the biggest upset, that show will be a 10 for me. I know they won't, so I'm not expecting it. But I'm just saying that if they do that, it'll be a 10.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
you guys like a lot more than I do. Like for me, I'm just kind of like that show's okay, but not that good. I don't know.
The thing is, the show had the most potential in the first episode. I gave it the best first episode of the season, but it hasn't really lived up to that in my opinion. When I saw it, I was like, I got this feeling.
I would say the first episode would probably be No Game No Life.
No, No Game No Life had the most powerful 7th episode.
I'll get there one day.
No Game No Life. Okay, the second episode of No Game No Life was probably the second best episode, and at its time, easily the best for the next like 3 episodes. But I don't know. The thing is, I got this real like Danganronpa feel. Obviously, similar kind of thing, but I mean, like Matt touched on earlier, mainly because I mentioned him before. One of my biggest problems with the show is just the really crappy animation, especially in battle scenes. But the thing is, we're getting episode 8 this week, I believe, and no, 8 just happened.
Yeah.
We're getting
Yeah,
9.
so we're gonna get 9, and the thing is, they have 3 people left at the moment, and they're kind of changing it up. What just happened last episode? Again, I won't say it, Mike, because for you, but they're changing it up, and so I feel like the whole plot's gonna end maybe in the next 2 episodes, and then something else is gonna like happen to finish off the series. I don't think it's gonna end straightforward. So, I'm actually very interested in the show still. I wouldn't
I'm
call
gonna
it.
finish it, but
It's definitely top 3, but not my favorite.
Okay, all right. Well, different opinion, I guess.
Also, best thing, mitigating factor for this show is every ending is sung by the current character who attempted to assassinate Haru that episode. So it's a different song every time.
See, I don't like that. Like, I like to have a show to have like an identity by its ending and openings. And if you change the ending openings too much, they lose their kind of identity.
But it's an identity for the character, not the show at that point. Then
Characters I'll forget and
the identity is the opening.
Sure, okay, agree, disagree. Next we have Atelier, which I just couldn't care about.
Well, it's based on a game, and you didn't play the game, so
Nope.
that's the big part
I'm
of
not
it.
Japanese.
I also have not played or watched
Well,
this.
the game actually is in English. Like, they did localize it. In fact, when I was at GameStop a couple weeks ago, I saw it on the shelf.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna buy it, but cool.
it's part of the whole Adler series. I mean, it's not connected to like Adler Iris, but it's the same universe, kind of like the Tales of games.
I mean,
But-
this seems a lot about just like what do you call it? What's the word for alchemy, right? Alchemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this seems boring as all hell.
Well, that's what the whole show's about. But it's a JRPG, and I mean, they're gonna. The thing is, it's not based on like combat and action and stuff. So
Nope, that's for damn sure.
yeah, the game itself. I looked up some of the gameplay, and I mean, even the gameplay didn't look all that entertaining to me. So it's not a very serious game. So
Isn't it just a turn-based RPG?
Yeah, I mean, you can't, and that's why I'm saying, like, for a game that doesn't have a very driving, like, plot like a lot of other JRPGs typically do, and then you're going to make an anime out of it, like, you can't really expect a whole lot from it. So I can only see this being good for, like, people who played the game that just want to see it animated. That's really all I can think of, but I didn't want to pick this up because I didn't play the game, so I was like, well, I really have no reason to watch it. So
The plot sounded boring, so I skipped over it so hard.
All right, next, add to my list that Ruben's watching for a bit, Baby Steps, which is a tennis anime.
Okay,
oh god,
so this show, I was kind of like, I kind of want to drop this on first episode. Now we're episode 8, and I like it more than the volleyball show.
That's not hard.
The thing is, the main dude, what's it, A-chan, they call him A-chan. He's kind of likable in that he's like, he tries hard and he like works toward his strengths, but he's not like fucking Naruto about it. I mean, your main character has to pass the Naruto test. If he's not Naruto, he has a chance of being a good character. If he's Naruto, he's automatically a bad character.
Do you mean that's the same thing in Ace of Diamond?
Yeah, the problem in Ace of Diamond is the main guy has a fucking Naruto. So that show's got good side characters, which is also Naruto syndrome, but whatever. I do like the show though. It's got good pacing. It's actually this last episode that came out this morning. They're just fucking rolling through time. They're an hour. No, sorry. Well, they're 1 year ahead of episode like 3 or 4.
Wow, that's pretty quick jump.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure that in this show he's going to go at least semi-pro. Like that's a pacing they're giving me right now. So I'm actually interested. I do like it more than Haikyuu. The problem is the animation's garbage. Garbage. It's not like relevant. Or sorry, you've seen one episode. It's not relevant like right there.
Yeah,
but as you keep watching, it's just their eyes don't line up. What's her face? Natsu. Her bosom. It looks like it's being photoshopped in real time. It's really awkward.
I can see that.
Like she'll be just like flat as a board, and then they'll like switch over like different angle, and she'll have like a B cup, and then all of a sudden it's like a C cup.
Change size all the time.
Yeah, it's really weird. But it's just some people's faces get like skinny and then fat, and then their eyes like are misaligned, or one eye just looks like it died. It's really unfortunate. But I mean, this is Studio Pierrot, people who make Bleach and Naruto, and subsequently they're making Still the World is Beautiful, which we'll get to later. But they're also making this show, and I think they're just like, fuck it, let's just put the napkin art for the show, whatever.
Well, let's hope that they up their quality for the show they're doing next season, because it actually looks really fucking good.
Pierrot?
Yeah.
It's not the mech one.
No, they're doing one next season, and it's not mechs.
Okay. Well,
I'll show you later, but it's pretty cool.
Anything else you want to say?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I guess you're not very far.
Right.
But it is. It's
not the best tennis anime ever made, which is Soft Tenny. So. Brian would disagree with me, but Brian's wrong. It doesn't matter what Brian says. So. Because Soft Tenny is fucking. Oh, I want some more Soft Tenny. God.
I did not watch that actually.
Really? Soft Tenny's so great. Next we have Black Bullet, which I'm.
My other favorite show this season.
It's good. It's a good show. I'm not sure how much I'll really like it in the end, but I'm just gonna finish it.
You're on episode 3.
I got some space behind me. You know, I'll get to it.
Well, anyways, when you get to like 5, 6, and 7, it gets good.
Okay. It's like, you know, to be fair, I watched all of regular Magical High School on the same jump, so getting caught up on that shit is not that hard for me.
Yeah, but no, Black Bullet I really like. The voice actor for the main character, like that guy is really good.
Yeah.
Like he's Aaron. He did a guy in Valbrave the Liberator where he plays he's like this kid who's only like 14, but he's on the elite squad.
Is that the crazy guy who keeps killing dudes?
Yes.
That dude was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. That voice actor is really good. He's getting up towards my favorites actually.
Yuki Kaiji.
Yeah, he's getting up there. Like he's rivaling Ono Daisuke, and that guy is amazing. So
this show is probably, oh man, it might be the show I look forward to the most every week. It's either this or Irregular at Magical High School.
Mm-hmm.
This show's really good, and I say that as in a biased really good because I know it's not like geniusly written or anything, But it does what an anime needs to do. It's very entertaining. It's exciting.
And solid all around.
Great
Yeah.
characters. Great, like, it does comedy properly. Good design. It's just,
Also
it's a
found
good
interesting-
anime.
Interesting how like the main girl, the president of the little agency,
Yeah. I think
has
it's
like an
Kinoa.
actual illness that they actually named. That's actually a real
Oh!
illness, like some kind of weird kidney disease.
Yeah, she has to go in for dialysis. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's
What?
fucking nuts. I'm like, oh really? Wow, they actually said it out loud.
yeah, I'm
Cool.
like, what character
Before you
anime?
see somebody like, oh they're just ill, they're just frail.
Yeah.
But no, actually have kidney shit problems. He did.
And I guess
You are-
there's... Go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the I was surprised to see that them bring an actual like medical thing into this, because
I-
normally you don't see that.
I do think
Yeah,
they
no.
named it. I can't remember the name, but she does need dialysis because her liver doesn't work properly. And I believe
Yeah.
that they're hinting at them revealing what caused that. If they didn't, I don't think they have yet.
Thing
No.
is, like, it's like the gastria that
Yeah,
did it, something
like-
like that. Which they're getting into kaiju territory where they're like having different tiers of gastria.
Yeah, but whatever.
Level 5 gastria.
The funniest thing is the first episode of this series ends with him looking out to some secluded island, and there's just this
There's
whole
children.
crowd of lollies just staring back with red eyes. I'm like, oh my god, we finally have a lolly farm in anime. Everyone's joked about it for years.
Everybody, like you're just kind of throwing through
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to take this one. She's nice.
They're
Yeah.
finally just growing lollies, and I think it's hilarious. And I think
that's a really oxymoron type of phrase. Grow
they
lollies.
are, yes, they are, yeah. But I do think the fight scene, the lolly fight scenes are really cool. You know, I don't know if that sounds perverted or not, but whatever.
I personally, I am really into the soundtrack for this series. The opening is by Fripside, and typically I don't like a voice like hers, but this opening actually was good enough for me to put on my iPod.
Yeah, I haven't
but-
studied the opening for the season yet.
What's bothering me is that I'm waiting for the ending, because I actually like the ending of this more than the opening, and
I listened to that right quick. Hold up. Keep
And-
talking.
I want it. It's kind of good. Like, I don't know. There's that, and I mean, actually, the sound effect that they use for whenever he fires the Varanium gun, like, I don't know how they made it, but it's a really cool sound to me for some reason.
Oh, quick aside. Back to Baby Steps quickly. Baby Steps
Oh,
opening is my second favorite opening of the season.
Oh, Nagi does the ending of the Black Bullet.
Yeah,
But
that's
she's
why it's
An
really good.
outstanding
Yeah.
vocalist.
Yes.
And it's a shame she's not with Supercell anymore.
Yes.
She's good enough on her own.
Yeah, I know, but Supercell knows how to produce, and you know they're top tier. But whatever.
Like she may be like my favorite single artist next to Angela when it comes to songs.
I don't know. You should. I should give you the 2 albums I just recently got of Aoi Air. I actually like her a lot now.
I haven't
too.
heard her in a while.
She's really good.
Yeah, that's on to the next.
Wait. I just want to say one thing about Black Bullet. At some point in the future, you haven't gotten there yet, he's going to go like semi Iron Man, and it's gonna be awkward. Just get past it. Okay.
Okay, all right, cool. Girl, talk about it in the future. Blade and Soul.
Bro,
I need to talk about Blade and
abortions.
Soul. Blade and Soul is a bad show.
It's a bad show.
I watched episode 3 today, waiting for it to give me a reason to drop it, and it didn't. So now I'm concerned.
Well,
Because, I mean, Blade and Soul has a lot of faults. A lot of faults. But its action is actually really good.
it's decent. I wouldn't say it.
I think they're actually really, really good.
It's,
that's just me.
It's fine.
But the problem is they have just a main character who's damn near a cardboard cutout. Who's barely even. She could be gone and you wouldn't even care. Because she has
Yeah.
about 5 lines every single episode.
Actually, I was about to get to that. I've actually been counting her lines every episode.
Really now.
Would you like to hear the list?
Yes.
All right, episode 1, 9 lines.
Okay.
Hold on. No, yeah, 9 lines, episode 1. Going on. Oh, there's a bunch of shit here. God damn it. Hold on. Shit. I'm gonna get there. Just hold on. Okay, 14, episode 2. Sorry, I wrote this all in a long document. There's a lot of shit here. 12, with screaming, moaning, and heavy breathing for 3.
Oh, we're counting individual words here.
No, lines.
Okay.
Although, okay, the thing is, it's an
Oh,
approximation.
like one word.
Yeah, it's an approximation because some lines are 1 word.
Yeah, that's true.
Or
just repeating what someone just said.
Oh yeah, for instance here, episode 4, 11 lines, but 3 of them, sorry, all but 3 only were 1 word.
Ah.
Yeah, let's see.
It's great writing here.
Yeah, definitely. Episode 5, episode 5, actually 0 lines,
Wow.
but she gasped once. Yes.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
here's the
that's
thing. I think this is true in almost all anime. When your main character is bad, your show's bad. I don't think there's any way to get around that. If the person who's in the most screen time in your show is a bad character, your show will not survive.
But here's the problem. I don't dislike her because she's not Naruto.
Is Naruto just your floor for bad anime
It
characters?
pretty much is. The thing
Okay.
is, she's not a bad character, she's
It-
wallpaper.
Then how does Naruto survive as an anime?
Everything else.
Okay, alright. I mean, it's like
I mean,
this
what,
show kind of has somewhat interesting support characters, maybe, but I don't really care about them all that much either. So
Mike, I want you to think about this for a second. Try and remember the last time you met a Naruto fan who had like a cosplay or like a wallpaper or like some sort of art decal that
Yeah,
was
but-
of Naruto himself. It's
Oh.
always Kakashi, Itachi, Gaara, some
Sakura.
other character. It's never Naruto. No one actually likes Naruto.
true. This is true. This is true.
Anyway.
Okay, all right. I don't know. Like, it's
but-
like the show's not very good, but it hasn't really given me reason to drop it yet. So I'm gonna keep on for a little bit. But I can't imagine finishing this show. I just can't see it.
I'm going to, but I mean, at the very least, hey, Alka's kind of hot.
Also, got the main chicks got that whole Onodera type hair look going.
Oh yeah, she's pulling off the Onodera.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's not much about that.
Alright.
Let's see, Bakura wa Mina
The Kawaii
Wow.
Complex.
Kawaii Complex. See,
Mike,
Japanese
never
shit.
speak Japanese, please.
Bakura wa Kumina Kaisawasu. This show is really fucking funny. I like this show a lot.
Oh boy.
I was turned off by episode 2.
Really?
Yeah,
What's
because,
wrong with you guys? The show's so funny.
like, okay, the thing is, none of those characters are written well whatsoever.
Fuck you. They're all written well.
The premise is very close to one of the it's borderline like, you know, one of those like, where have I not seen this in an anime before? And
Okay,
there was
where have you seen
there,
it before?
there was nothing special about it. Like the scenes did not make me laugh. Like, if I don't laugh at something on my own when I am watching something alone, then to me it is not it's not genuinely funny to me. And if it does,
I laughed quite a bit, and I felt the character was really smart, clever.
like if it I don't know. I didn't connect with the show because I couldn't laugh at it. Like I tried to find the humor in it, and it's just, you know, I've been watching anime for years, and it's just, you know, there's nothing that this show has done any differently than comedies I've seen before.
This is like a potential top 5 show for me.
Well, more power to you on that, because I just
Ruben, what you say on the matter?
Well, I can tell you like the show because on this entire list, it's the highest number I can currently view that you've gotten to. I actually was turned off from the show on the get-go, but I stick with it. I don't hate it. The problem is, it's actually got the reverse Naruto syndrome, where I only like the main character and no one else.
Really? Like, you don't like... Okay, the book chick is really kind of just like another vagina for the guy to chase after.
Her
Yeah.
name's...
But like the drunk kind of
Oh.
slutty girl, she's great.
Here's the thing. I don't condone domestic or violence toward women or females and or girls and or
However,
any females in any way. However, Usa needs to bitch slap Kawaii. Just fucking good backhand. Like, I'm sorry.
She is a mess. This is truth.
But okay, so
But
anyways,
she's
let me
also
give you the
funny.
mitigating factor for this show is beautiful animation. There are 3 shows by Brainspace this season. This one, Kamigami no Asobi, and Ishukan Friends. This is the only one I think they put any money into.
I'm cool with that.
But my favorite one is Ishukan Friends by a long shot. This show is just kind of like, I don't care, but I'm going to finish it. I just want to see Usa get with her and just be done with it. That's all I want to see. And of course, there's a problem with the call. Because we can't get through one goddamn cast without us getting through the fucking call. We lost the call for a minute.
Oh, Matt's gone.
Yeah, Matt's not back, but he'll come back.
What's the last thing you heard me say?
I said it was beautiful animation, and you were like, "Yay" or something.
No. Remember, I saw his roommate.
Yes.
When I read the original synopsis of the show, it made him out that his roommate was going to be like a pedophile.
Okay.
And they've since completely, utterly backtrack on that. Just made him like a masochist.
Well, that's better. You don't want to see a pedophile.
No, you don't really want to do that. But I just found it interesting, and also a really smart decision to do.
On the subject of pedophilia, the episode where he was entertaining a little girl and made the Pythagoras machine, that was a great episode.
Great episode. And Matt's gone.
It's okay.
So we'll bring back Matt.
We'll be back. He'll be back.
I'll invite him back.
But it's not going to be... I mean, unless they change the game or something or do something amazing, it's not going to be a top 5 for me, but it's nowhere near the bottom of the pile.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing just dropped for some reason.
That was weird.
Yeah.
It was a dirty bomb.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I like the show a lot. I'm sorry you guys don't like it as much as I do, because I love all those characters unconditionally. I mean, some better than others in my opinion, but I love all of them a lot. I think that show is really funny. So that will probably be like in my top 7 probably.
I just love the animation. I think that's why I watch it every week, is to see the beautiful animation.
So it's on to next Brick Blade, which I just really can't get into. Matt,
Let's skip it.
You know what's really funny, Mike, is I out of the 4 mecha shows I got this season, which I was very pleased with, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This is actually the one that I was expecting the most out of because it was Production IG.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, I actually just dropped this last week.
I'm very close to dropping it. First of all, I don't think it looks very good.
No, it doesn't. And the reason why is because this was actually a OVA movie series years ago, and they just decided to re-release it as a 12-episode series.
And I can't really get into like the world. Like, okay, so like these mechs kind of shoot magic.
No, they're pressure guns.
But it's based off like the pilot's power.
They're using crystals like quartz, like
Okay.
the actual
Quartz. Okay, yeah.
they're actual mineral quartz, and
Yeah.
every person born has a certain aptitude for manipulating quartz.
Oh, so it is magic.
Yeah, it kind of a little bit, and that was another thing. Like I looked at, I'm like, these mech designs are really stupid, and like when you mention like lazy animation, this is one of those things where I'm like, okay, Production IG, like you have budget out the ass, and you've done mech shows before.
They're
So,
putting all the budget into Haikyuu and Ace of Diamond.
apparently
Which
because
that decision's right.
yeah, like, but it's bullshit because like when they fire like their pressure guns at each other, all see coming out of like the barrel is like 3 black lines.
And they
And
sound
I'm like,
options.
yeah, it's really stupid. Like I'm like, not only that, but the plot's not gripping. Like I don't care about like the world, what's going on, or the characters. Like they don't make me care about it. So I'm like,
I like the power dynamic of this guy being friends with the king, who the guy who's leading rebellion was actually used to be friends with him in school. I like that whole kind of dynamic, but I don't like the way it's playing out and the way the characters are written.
no, it's not. Like the characters are all very bland.
Yeah.
And it's just, I talked to Chris because he barely watched the original OVA series, and compared to some of the mech shows that him and I agree are just generally really good, like this thing just doesn't even hold a candle to it. So it's like, I don't know, I got really bored. Like there were just 2 or 3 episodes in a row where I was just bored the entire time, and I was like, all right, like this shouldn't happen with a mech show for me, you know. So I'm like, I can't watch this anymore, so I dropped it.
Okay, so yeah, let's move on to the next one. Captain
Shit.
Earth.
Wait.
That's Ruben, yeah.
Quick shout outs to Chris. Good friend
Shouts
of
to
ours.
Chris.
He is in touring Europe right now for a month. I really wish I was with him. Like just backpacking from country to country.
Yep.
That's like my fucking dream, but I need like $5,000.
Shout out to Chris. Chris, stay safe. Don't get arrested. All right, onwards.
Have fun in Amsterdam. All right.
Yeah.
Captain Earth 2. Can we skip this?
I don't like it. I don't like the main character. I don't like the whole idea. I like the space people. I think they're cool.
So
But I don't know anybody else in that show though.
I'm caught up with the show, and I can't say I hate it, but it's really nothing special. I really don't like the fact that when I went onto my anime list to add this, like, you know, sometimes like they just on a total episodes it's just a dash because they don't know.
Yeah.
Well, from the get go, this one was 24,
Uh huh.
and I was like, ugh. So, I can't get behind this show and justify recommending it to anybody, but it's not bad enough for me to like quit it. So like I guess I kind of want to see what happens, but the problem is like there's a lot of things that they're just there's a word for this in writing, and Brian would probably know, but it's when you write in a bunch of things where you just expect your audience to already know or like to already like get something. And
that can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending.
like without feeling the need to explain it, because like I get that sometimes you don't want to over-explain things.
Right, I hate that.
Because then your anime gets bogged down by so much explanation that people just lose interest and they just don't even...
and few anime can pull it off really really well. So yeah.
So I mean, I can see that they're trying not to do that, but at the same time, like there are things that I feel like you have to explain, or else like your audience is going to be totally lost. And I mean, the animation's really good. It looks very Eureka 7-ish, which I did like that series.
Is this a Sunrise show or Production IG or what?
Well, it's Bones.
Oh, okay, Bones.
So, like I said, I'm very indifferent about this show. I'm going to finish it because I already am like a quarter of the way through it, but it's not something that I'm going to recommend to people. Even like people that like mechs as much as I do. Like I can't recommend this one if they haven't already started it. It's just not super good, but it's not terrible either. So,
I just feel I've seen enough anime of legendary mechs that no one can seem to be able to pilot until one kid just pops up and oh look, he's a legendary pilot, and then he's all in over his head with his mech. I'm just tired of that whole trope.
Well, the funny thing is that they actually kind of pull this one off a little bit realistically.
Because Breakaway's the same way.
Like, this kid gets up in there, and he actually has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, it's like Valvrave did that shit. Breakaway's doing it now, and now we got Captain Earth.
Yeah, like, this one, he actually goes up, and he actually has no idea what he's doing. He has that girl that's like this hacker genius or whatever that, like, gets into the computer to help
remind
him.
me of that chick from Robotics Notes.
Yeah, she's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I mean, at least, you know, everything after what you've seen, he tries to go up there and he has no idea what he's doing, and he actually gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a little bit more realistic, and he actually put him through training so that he learns how to do it. But again, there's a lot of other unexplained things that if they don't get too soon, like I'm gonna probably drop it a point, because like right now it's sitting at about a 6. And if they don't explain some of this shit, it's gonna get a 5.
That's pretty rough for you for a Gundam. You know what show does have a dash on my anime list, and it's kind of worrying me, is Still the World is Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, how many times can they sing that song before it just gets boring?
Yeah, but we'll get to that. I just hope it's on 50.
The next is They Live to Let You Guys Talk. I'm still behind.
Yeah. Oh my god, this show is so good.
Okay.
My favorite character just showed up again. Yeah.
Yeah. I have one thing to say about the show, and it was only a matter of time before the lesbian spirit showed up. And congratulations, show's great. All right.
Yeah. I'm just disappointed that this is only going to be 10 episodes. This sucks.
I'm disappointed that the ending animation's just as lazy as the first season's.
Yeah.
But then
But-
again, this show isn't like really the best animation, but whatever.
No, but it's so great.
It's a great show. I do love it. I think it's hilarious. I think the concept's hilarious, and it is a sequel, so I don't want to dwell too much on it. Let's go on.
Next is Gochumon wa Usagi Desuka.
Just please never say that.
No, I'm keep doing it. That's a funny thing. Zora a rabbit, which I'm behind on. I'm gonna finish that show because of one reason, and that is fucking Tank coffee art. That was pretty fucking funny.
I love this show, and I don't mean it
The
in
show
like.
is kind of really just not that great, but it's funny. It's kind of cute for what it is.
I love this show not in a top 5 way, but in a I'm just going to relax and not
Yeah.
think about a damn thing
one of those.
while I watch this show.
Oh,
It's-
these cute girls are doing cute things, doing coffee, and what's that? A rabbit? I don't know. I don't care. This kind of show's alright.
Did you? Oh, you're in episode 2. Have you seen 2 or have you gotten to 2?
I've seen two. Everything here is
Okay.
the episodes I've seen.
So, did they introduce Shiaro-chan yet?
She's the one who has that other like maid cafe or something like that.
The short blonde hair.
No, or
Oh.
no, I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean,
Yeah, she's
I'll
fun.
always pick up these slice of life moe
Yeah.
shows. I mean,
The
It's-
show's fun.
I think like Lucky Star. No, Azumanga Daioh. Back when I first started watching anime, really just caught my interest in this genre. It's just you
Yeah,
you don't
for,
have to think about anything, you know.
For me, it was Camphor.
Ugh, that's not even. That's,
Yeah,
that's not the
like-
same thing. Okay.
You're
not,
right. It's
but-
better.
Yeah, I can't get into these moe shows. Like the whole moe genre, I hate it. Like it just annoys me more than anything.
Moe, chin.
Yeah, see, like I honestly well, okay. Anyone who knows me decently well, like, could probably expect that. Like, I'm all about the seinen, you know, the sci-fi, the thriller, the action, the mechs.
And that
You
should
know.
be fun.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I do pick up some slice of life and comedies and stuff like that. It's just I have a very I don't wanna
but
say-
for you, Sunrise has to be making it.
Oh well, okay, no. That's not always the case because Sunrise did the frickin' no, what's it
You
called?
picked
Aikatsu?
up. No, he picked up fucking. Oh God, Summer Color Miracle. Right or
Oh yeah,
was it not Summer?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
Summer. Was it okay? And you picked up Love Live. Both are Sunrise shows, and both are
Yeah.
that kind of show you're talking about. You like to watch.
yeah, because they actually do it well. But all these other ones that they do it so shittily, and it's just like, But Sunrise also did Binbo Gamiga, and that show's dumb.
Okay, well, yeah,
You made
it
one
was
of the
terrible.
best comedies of the last 3 years.
it was an abortion. Mike,
Shut the fuck up.
there's an episode of Is the Order a Rabbit that where the main chick, what's her face, Coco, I think, yeah, Coco.
Coco,
She has
Fuck.
a bad luck day,
Huh?
and it's great.
where's she what?
She has a day of bad luck.
Huh, that
It's
sounds kind
great.
of fun. Okay,
Anyways,
I'm watching the show too. I'm finishing that show at some point.
Yeah.
Next is I'm gonna say the name. Fuck shut the fuck up. Goku. No, Bryn Hilder.
Goku's no Super Saiyan God.
In the house on the ones and twos. Got that hot new single called Chi Chi's Planet and Absentee Daddy.
I think this is
One-
my third favorite show of the season.
I don't like the show very much. I can't get into it.
No, this is actually the one show I wish I had time to watch. Like,
I'm just like, I don't care that you were friends with her before and there's no mole there. Dude,
Well-
I'm not down.
Hey, Mike.
Huh.
Spoiler.
There's a mole there, huh?
Due to how people grow up,
I'm positive
there
that-
is a mole
that is
there.
I'm sure there is. I'm positive.
But the question is, where was it, Mike? Where was it?
It was under her arm.
Well, just think
Okay.
about how people would grow up.
Oh, it's on her tits. God damn it! Fuck.
oh wow.
God damn it! I should write anime and make that not shitty. Jesus, I hate
It's
it.
fantastic. But no. But the thing is, they reveal it, but due to plot, which I'm not going to spoil for you, the guy forgets it immediately after.
Oh, that's even better.
Oh God.
Even
It's
better.
great. I actually no,
I
I
bet.
genuinely love this show. Like
God, I can't
I
believe
love
I
this
guessed
show.
that right. I feel like shit.
I gave you a pretty good
Oh.
hint.
God, fucking really? Just
I pretty much told
Oh.
you.
that's. I just want to drop the show right now.
That's funny. That is so funny.
It's a really good show.
Anything else about the show, Ruben? Because I don't think it's very good.
I like all the characters. I like the plot, and it's good.
I did kind of like the tsundere tomato, but apart from that, I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right, we can move on.
Haikyuu, which is volleyball, a show that literally made me fall asleep. You guys were there. Where I was on the couch watching Haikyuu, you guys were playing Vanguard, and I literally fell asleep. It
Yeah.
woke up and say, "It's done yet?" No, I went back to sleep until it was done.
Oh, good old Lee Sin.
God.
This show has too much character angst, which is the only thing drawing me
volleyball.
back. Yeah. Also, volleyball is probably not the only sport, but probably the only sport that's played a lot in like America, I guess, to an extent.
Mostly women in college.
But it's a played sport. It's a well played sport that I don't know much about. So watching the show, it teaches me that volleyball is all about serving, returning, spiking. Did you block it or not? Well, that's the end of that round.
Yes. Yes, right.
And that's it.
All is.
It's like, so I'm like watching, I'm like, volleyball kind of sucks at a higher level. Like, I think it's more fun when you just play on the beach with your friends and you're just hitting the ball back and forth, and so one of you, like, that's fun. This high level shit is fucking
Yeah. How do
boring looking shit.
Like where to get all technical with it and shit.
Yeah.
Where it's just
Hello,
like,
hello,
1,
hello.
2, 3, who won?
Yeah, like
You're right.
I don't
That's it.
know.
And
I played volleyball a little bit in middle school, but not like on an official team or anything. So the show
The show,
has too much Naruto syndrome,
he's pretty.
and
Naruto.
I think that's what's bugging me.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, like I mean, you have like the loudmouth, I'm gonna be the best main character, and then you have the one that he has to try to get along with, who just never says anything and gets all emo about his past. Oh look, that sounds like Sasuke.
You know what cracks me up is he also has spiky orange hair.
Yeah, and the other guy has like long black hair.
Well,
And he's like
it's short,
super like
black.
aloof.
But this show does make you want to go to the beach and play volleyball, but at a casual level.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I have a volleyball thing right here, over here where I live. We can do it.
Fucking do it.
Now, one thing that I do have to say is that, and you know, I don't mean any disrespect to anyone who listens to this that this may or may not apply to, but this is something that actually really pisses me off. What I hate is how people can get into something like this or get all hyped for it, and same thing with like Free and the like, and then they hate on Kuroko's. Like, I fucking hate that because
A much better
Kuroko's-
show.
Kuroko's to me is one of the best sports anime I've ever seen, and I typically
I think it's the best one.
and I don't like sports anime really,
Can you name
but
one better?
that show like got me into it, and like there is absolutely none, like there's no like gay reference or like hinting or anything like that in the show, so I don't understand what everybody's so afraid of, like
You mean art?
like Oda and Spatafor call it Kuroko no Basa gay, and I'm like, really? If you actually watch the show, they do nothing gay in that show. Like, if anything, Free like throws it in your face, and yet people got all hyped about that.
Well, that's
So,
because
like,
Free does it so blatantly, like they make fun of yaoi
Also,
shit themselves.
also, Free has fan service.
well, yeah, but I mean, like, it's just I don't understand why people associate Kuroko's with like gay, and it's like they don't do any of
Tumblr
that in
and
the show.
DeviantArt. That is why.
Like, I mean, I guess like maybe the fangirls like
Well-
ruin it, but
No,
It's
Matt.
just-
It's because Kuroko's doesn't like. They don't comedicize. I guess that's a word. They don't comedically portray their yaoi undertones that people think it has. Because okay, like we know, the artist is a yaoi artist or whatever. That's great. Whatever. We know the show isn't gay, but Free takes that same tone and just makes a fucking like a comedy out of it. And I think that's what people say. Oh, Free's hilarious. It's awesome. You know, they're just okay with it. While they're like, well, Kirko's that guy who's still in the closet and is too afraid to come out with it. And it's not true. That's not true. The show's not trying. It has zero undertone for that.
Yeah, and like I said, like it just bugs me how like people will get excited for Haikyuu or Prince of Tennis or Free, and then they just hate on Kurokos, and it's like, guys, Kurokos.
Well,
is
it's when you're the top in your division, you're top in your genre, you're gonna get haters. Kuroko is the best sports anime to me of all time, and also currently going easily. And when you're topped out like that, there will be dudes who will try to bring you down.
Yeah, I mean there are the haters.
Yeah,
I guess, but it's just something that it just pisses me off. Like, whether there's a legitimate like reason or justification for it or not, it just annoys me. So I just thought I'd get that out there while we're on Haikyuu, but
Right.
like I don't know, I'm indifferent about this show too because I don't hate it,
I do.
but I don't real particularly like it either because too much Naruto syndrome, and I also don't really give a shit about volleyball, which I guess maybe that's some people's reason they don't want to watch Kurokos because they just don't like basketball.
Oh, they're not black enough. I see how it is. They're too scared of the black that they don't want to, they don't want to go. I see how it is.
Yeah.
It's underlying racism.
Mike, we're all just gonna hate you forever, Mike. Sorry.
But the next show on your list, though, is one that's still infinitely worse than Haikyuu.
I don't agree with that at all.
That show is so dumb.
Hitsugi no Chaika, Check Out the Coffin Princess.
Oh my god, you said it right!
Yeah, it's not hard to pronounce.
I have 2 words to say. Moogie
yeah.
brows. Done.
Which I don't mind that show too much. I don't think I'm gonna finish it, but I don't mind it.
It's dumb.
But it's okay.
No, first episode, I was like, holy shit, this show sucks.
I don't go, whatever. That show's alright.
Like, her broken speech.
I love that.
I love
that. She gets to
stupid.
the fucking point.
It's so stupid, though. It's so unnecessary.
But
like,
she just gets to the point.
Yeah, but even that's her character. It's stupid. Like, that's not a good character to me.
Also, they can really kind of turn around later if they just make her speak in an Ojisama accent and talk all eloquently later for no fucking reason. They'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be
dumb. Yeah, but also, right now, I am totally cool with her speech.
Ugh, it's gross. Also, the other thing that really bothered me is the fact that, when I saw her pull out a rifle, which I guess that's what was in there, because I knew they were going to be like fighting things, but if you're going to pull out a gun, like, just have it mechanically work like a gun. Don't have it be some stupid, like, catalyst for you to cast sorcery. Like, that's just stupid.
That's an opinion. This is opinion.
I know, but I hate that. Like, it's either magic or it's mechanisms. Don't try to combine the two, because very rarely can anime do that right and actually make me enjoy
Sword
it.
Art?
Well, Sword Art's one thing. That's in a game.
Did Sword Art cast magic with guns?
It's
about to! Season 2, bitches! Alright, keep going.
Yeah, but no, like, this show just, I don't know, those two things, plus the fact that, I don't know, I thought the plot just sounded really boring.
It is. The show is going to be average at best, but I'm cool with that. Ruben, you watch the show at all?
No. Moogie brows.
Okay. Next, here comes probably, I think it's going to end up being best show of the season against my better judgment. But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Bizarre Adventure, the 3rd arc. If you're not watching the show and you like anime, watch it. Let's continue.
I mean, I just jumped into the 3rd arc because fuck the haters, and I think it's rad as hell.
Yeah.
I think you'd enjoy it a lot more if you had seen the first season, but...
I'm good.
Yeah. Let's go on.
Yeah. I think it'll be 9 or 10. I don't know.
Kamigami no Asobi. I'm the only person who's caught up with this against my better judgment.
Oh, is this the reverse harem one?
Yeah, so...
Reverse harem to me are like a palate cleanser, so I'm totally cool with it.
Fuck this.
I just had to watch...
Think about how many harems we get every season, like several harem shows. It's nice getting a reverse harem every now and then. Just kind of be on the other side of the coin.
I watch it for one reason, is Saori Hayami is voicing the main chick. And she's like my second waifu, next to Noto Namiko, so... Yeah. Show's terrible because I'm a guy, therefore I hate it. But I'm just gonna keep watching it.
I mean,
There's one thing... Did you know the teacher guy, the Egyptian looking dude, like Toth or whatever? What they fucking call him? Yeah, Toth Caduceus. That guy, like, he keeps slamming, Yui up against the wall. Like the whole like, they do it in the fucking like shoujo shit, where like the guy like puts his hand up on the wall against her and like fucking corners her into the wall.
I'm pretty sure that's and that's not cool in real life. Just
no, it's not. He does it like every episode. I actually think they're trying to make it like a comedic running gag at this point, but it's just uncomfortable every single time because Yui just gets subjugated by every fucking dude in this show.
Which is the problem. Which is the problem with reverse harem in the first place.
Yeah, stop portraying these females.
It's like reverse harems for the most part. It seems like the girls is always the guy's like potential like fuck toy, and that's really
it's
not
the worst
good
thing.
for a character dynamic.
Exactly.
Which was the same thing in Brothers Conflict. And in Prince Sama.
Like, is that what girls like to see in their erogaze? Like, oh, I want to be a character that just gets pushed around. Like, we have been fighting.
Next time we'll bring on Melanie to the podcast and we'll ask Melanie what her opinion of it.
Okay.
Because she's our resident reverse harem otome game expert. So
it's just that, I don't know so much about Japan, but America, for one, we've been, women have been fighting for their rights and equality and shit for years.
For decades.
And it's kind of working toward that same goal in Japan.
And
but
if you push a woman up against the wall and put your hand on that wall, she would mace you. So, I don't think that's very cool.
And then you get sued for a lot of money. I just don't see.
And you lose.
Not so much as an anime, but as a game, I just don't see how it's just getting sales. Wouldn't you want to be like some badass chick who fucking like, I don't know, commands armies of men or something?
I don't want to get into like gender relations in this podcast, but I'm gonna say maybe not.
I don't know. All right, yeah, show's bad, but maybe it's good if you're a girl.
Okay, next, Kanajo, got flag, or Atera. Commentary, Ruben?
I haven't watched it.
I like the show a lot. Ruben, Matt does not like the show very much, but it's a show where the dude can see all different flags. And the thing is, like, pretty much whenever he is cool people and like there's flags, they end up being miserable and some bad shit happens and they just like it all fucks up. He's trying to like break all the flags so he's alone and everybody's all cool. And also there's a thing where like his family died on a boat trip.
Well, much like Emo Show last season, I think this is the show this season that I'm going to marathon once it's over.
Yeah, I mean, like the funny thing is that like he was trying to get rid of when he first got there, people were trying to come up and talk to him, be friends with him, and he kept like breaking their flags. It's like, hey, join our soccer team. Hate soccer. Oh no, hate soccer now. And us girls like, hey, you should be my slave. I'm a sadist. Oh, no, I'm a sadist. Oh. Okay. And there's this one girl who was like, hey, I want to eat lunch with you. She's like, I hate you. And the flag broke, then popped back up again. And he couldn't break her flag. So she just kind of hung around him all the time now. And it's like a funny thing where, Matt, you watch the show at all?
No.
You're not watching the show?
This was not even one of the ones that was on my radar. Like, I saw this. I saw this. I was just like, nope.
No, I mean let's be on the real here. It is a dumb show. However, it is a fun dumb show. It's like it's a harem show that's for damn sure. But I just think it's really funny. Like there's this one dude who's actually a dude. People think he's a girl. Every time he's a girl, like he say he's a girl, he gets like this weird blank stare. That's also always really funny. I don't know. I like it a lot. It's a kind of funny show. All right, on to the next one. Ruben's favorite show. All years, every year, which I am behind on, and I will say, Ayo Nico Nico Ni, Love Live S2.
I love this show.
It's
now,
great.
I think Sunrise made a whole lot of money from the first season, and I don't say that.
Yeah, it's more budget.
Exaggeratingly or anything. Like they seriously have made so much money. This show. Do you remember when the first season aired? Because you somehow memorize these things really well.
No, I don't.
Okay, well.
It was summer season 2 years ago. I think.
All I know is I think the opening is worse than the first one.
Well, yeah, like the thing is, like here's the thing, Mike. I like the show for different reasons than Ruben does. I actually don't like the opening or the endings for this song because I just there's only a very select few of their voices, their singing voices, that I actually
That are
like.
good.
Most of them, to me, are just kind of meh or they're bad.
This is the
Like,
first opening almost. Yep, go on.
like,
Love Live opening 1. Yep, go on.
Umi, Eri, and Maki have pretty good singing voices. Everybody else is just kind of because it's also voice type. It's also just voice type that I don't like. Like when they sound like high pitched like that, like very pop. Like I don't like that. I like a very more adult sounding mellow voice.
Well, guess
like,
what? You're gonna hate all the music in this show then.
Like some of the music performances are actually really good. Like the way that their voices all melt together. Like then it's fine. But when they each individually have a part, like I can't stand Kotori's voice. Like I really can't. It sounds gross.
I guess.
To me. But Umi's voice is really good. Maki's voice is really good, and Eri's voice is really good. But
Okay. The first season aired winter 2013.
really, what's that?
Yeah.
Totally that.
Yeah, because this YouTube video is from January 18th, 2013.
So
Oh, shit.
that show aired at the beginning of 2013. I went to Japan December 2013 into January of this year, and this shit was everywhere. And I love it. I was happy. But there were big, like, Kill la Kill was airing at the time, and even that show was hard to find. Kill la Kill is a bigger success in America than it is Japan, by the way. I'm just going to let you guys know right now. But, this show's everywhere. Sunrise made fucking bank off this, and now they're just competing head-on with Idolmaster, you know,
So
for that kind of
I'll
shit.
say one thing: this show needs a lot more start dash. Like there is not one single start dash in the show so far.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like how they make their money through start dash. That's how they make their money. What the fuck's the problem?
Sure, whatever. But this show does introduce like a new song every episode, and that's really just riding off the success of the first season. They're like, well, we have all this money now. Let's
Well,
give
the
them
fact
what they
shows-
want, which is music,
Well,
which just shows
The
about
songs
music.
need more start dash.
Okay, I get
Well,
that.
But the fact that they also, I noticed they increased the, like when they actually do their performances, I noticed a change in the animation.
Yeah.
And yeah, the quality went up. Because
It blends together well. Much more than last season it did.
they never used to do that. Okay, you're on only episode 4, Mike. You didn't see the Halloween performance.
I'll get to it. So I will
Like-
say, even still, Aikatsu has the best blend of animation and CG of any show ever. So yeah.
Well,
I just like how down to earth the show is, but it's not bad like Wake Up Girls. It's, I don't know. I mean, I think
Wake Up Girls was just gross.
I
It's not a
think
bad show. Wake Up Girls could have been a top 10 show of the year.
What are
Had
you
they really
talking
pushed out
about? The
that drama.
animation was
Theory-
so bad.
So what? It had the story and the plot and the characters to pull it off.
the theory on why Wake Up Girls and Love Live had similar themes yet were so drastically apart in success. We could do a whole fucking half hour on that.
Right,
So
we'll-
let's.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's. Great show.
Just
Let's move on.
just understand that no matter how much you love the show, Ruben, like Borrego and Spatafor and all those fuckers are gonna constantly denounce this show and say
Yeah.
that Idolmaster is supreme.
Good for them. Have
Whatever.
fun with their shit. That's cool. M3 Sono Kuroki Hagane, which I've seen one episode. Ruben, shut the fuck up. That episode was a blur. I really couldn't even tell you what happened in that show.
So here's the thing. This was actually the surprisingly good show for me. It's
What happened again?
it's still not my favorite mech show, but it's not bad. Like I actually kind of like it because in this show they're not focusing on the mech so much as is like having these chosen people that can somehow share a bond.
Let me bring this show back up. I forgot what's called. Even though
There's these 8 kids that are chosen specifically for this program to go into what's called the Lightless Realm.
Is there a legendary mech?
No,
Can one
There's
person
not.
pilot it?
this show doesn't look very good visually at all.
no, they all have the same aptitude. to
God,
pilot.
it looks like it's like they animated it through like some kind of weird like Vaseline film.
Oh, hey, the
Yeah.
opening's done by Maine.
Yup.
I'll have to check it out.
But yeah, it's actually pretty good. But
God, okay, all right.
like I said though, it's more about fighting these like admonitions that are what they are is like people that are like long dead, like their remaining regrets or like emotions or whatever, and they materialize, and these 8 kids that they chose for this program basically just are adept at being connected with each other and able to enter this lightless realm to, I don't know, they can like not communicate with these admonitions, but like they understand like what's going on basically, like they can sense it, so that's why they're sending them in there. But it's more or less about like fighting those things than it is about the mechs. Like it's not like Gundam. So it's not
So it might
bad.
be good.
It's still not. If you're gonna pick one of the mech shows to maybe pick up, this still not is not the one. We'll get into it in a little bit, but this one's definitely not it. This one's just for me personally. I just thought it was better than I was expecting. I didn't have high hopes for the show, but it surprised me more than Captain Earth and Breakblade. So
But I will say that ending theme is rocking.
it's very different.
It's awesome because Lala Larks is now led by the former vocalist of Schoolfood Punishment,
Also known as
So-
Raw Rarks.
also known as my new favorite band. So
I'll have to check it out.
I'm down.
Schoolful Punishment was not my favorite ever, but they're not bad by any means. I did
It's my
enjoy
favorite
the song. Eating these.
So I think I kind of hate this show. So I don't know. I'm not gonna finish it at all.
Can we go on to my second favorite show of the season?
Sure.
Mahoka Koko no Retose.
What he said. The regular at Magic High School. Was that really what that show's called?
Yes.
It should be called The Girl with the
pretty
Brother
good.
Complex
The-
at Magic High School.
Oh my
What?
god.
The irregular Magic High School.
What?
The irregular Magic High School.
The irregular at.
Why not just call it the irregular Magic High School?
Because the high school isn't irregular. The main character is the irregular at the high school.
Okay, whatever. Show's good. Okay, show's good.
Okay, so this is coming off from Madhouse's abortion of the worst show I've seen in years called Magical Warfare. And so
See,
I was
can't
very,
pick up your ass for that show. That show's not that bad as you say it is.
I was very scared about this show because it's another show about magic done by Madhouse. Except this show's actually fantastic, and the way they run Miyuki and what's his face Tatsuya's like siscon brocon like
Badness.
it's funny.
I don't know.
They run the gag as a comedy and it's great.
I don't like that, honestly.
You don't think it's
I
funny?
don't like her getting jealous, fucking ice powers when he talks to chicks. I don't like that shit. Because that's such a bad precedent.
I guess. I mean, I know we're all scarred from those Ori emo OVAs, but I don't think this show would ever turn into that. It's,
You know what? We didn't think that either, but guess what?
Well, okay. I love this show.
It's from the thing. The show is it has a really strong main character lead, which is not something you see a lot.
Absolutely. I think
Yep.
this type of show usually suffers from pacing issues. This one does not. And I think that's one of the strongest points of this show is that you're having a plot-heavy high school show with action, and they put action in the show, like a good amount of it.
Man, that is some high school.
And that's something, yeah. Now,
I haven't seen a high school like that since probably like Oven Elections.
true, a lot of power to the students.
Yeah. I like how technical the show was in breaking down its magic powers.
Well, I was about to say that. What was the
How
show?
it's more science than magic.
What was the show you and Matt were just talking about having a lot of jargon and like explaining shit? Captain
Earth.
Okay, this show has a lot of jargon.
But it does it well.
It does, but at the same time, I'm like, I still couldn't tell you if they're casting magic or activating magic out of devices.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like the magic part when you're down and dirty, the magic part is like I don't know what the fuck is going on, but okay, it seems cool enough, so I'm down. But
Did you
when they
see-
actually pause and break it down, it's actually really cool.
Did you see the most recent episode where they talk about flying magic?
I did not.
Oh my god, I thought I was sitting through a lecture. I'm like, this is awesome, but at the same time,
What
I have a headache.
stuck out to me is when the main guy was doing that other guy,
Yeah.
and he beat him in 1 second, and they broke down how he beat him.
In 5 minutes.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, no.
Really fucking cool.
And it's like, who didn't call that? Who didn't call that?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
you know they're gonna flash back to that for literally a quarter of an episode.
That was really cool how they broke it down, so I'm down with that.
But anyways, my girl Elisa, since the
No, I
ending
feel like it
happened-
has a problem of having too many characters.
Yeah, I can't distinguish a few of them, I'll give you that.
Though the whole kind of weird, like, what do you call it? The kind of like weird power dynamic and the weird, what would you call that kind of interaction of how these
The cast
gifted,
the caste
gifted
system.
right? Yeah, that.
Yeah.
How gifted students are getting preferential treatment, and that's like wasted like what, like a third or a fourth of the actual school population.
Yeah.
And
Although
then you have, it's like a kind of weird like magical bourgeois, more or less.
I like how they had the patches on their shoulders. It has the bloom, and there's class 2. If this
And,
empty,
and
they're
even
class
the
1.
gowns of the girls kind of have flowers on them too when they're part of the blooms.
Yeah, they're just like, you can choose whatever flamboyantly fabulous dress you want to wear. Okay, let's make it match our powers.
Oh, you have, or you're not a bloom? Well, fuck you! What the fuck? Get away here! Don't sell
Put
your
on
gown.
the cookie cutter.
Yeah, I mean, it could be cool. It could be really cool.
Side note, Miyuki, the sister, she was just announced last week to be, 2 weeks ago, to be the next character in Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. So hype.
Oh
Top
shit!
Tier, bro, top tier.
Top tier. Anyways, I love this show. Absolutely. Second favorite show of the season, easily.
Yeah, it's good.
I probably would pick up the show. It's just like this one and Brunhilde were the two that I had to cut, just for the sake of time. So
Well, I think since you dropped Breakblade, you should pick this one up. I think you would love it. Like you could marathon it easily. You would find
like
no trouble. in it.
between this one or Brunhilde in the Darkness, which one would you
This
recommend?
one. This one.
This one, easy,
Okay.
easy choice.
Like
Yeah,
I
I-
like Brandhilder, but this is better.
I mean, I actually dropped a couple shows, but yeah, I might actually pick this one up if we're what, 7 episodes in?
8 now.
8 now.
8? Okay, that's not terrible.
But yeah, again, once again, my girl Sari Hayami, she voices Miyuki. So good, so godlike. Okay,
I get it.
Next, the show I'm watching,
can we skip it?
Marvel Disc Wars: The Avengers.
Great
Which-
review, Mike. Let's go on.
Hey yo, that's Marvel. It's not that good. I will say that. It's pretty much just there to sell those weird Disc Wars game things, and Spider-Man's in it, being all Spider-Man. And the Hulk doesn't really talk all that much; just kind of grunts. And they I think they sub his grunting, which take it for whatever you will. So it's dumb. It's for children, obviously. So that's really what I would say about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, let's talk about another show that's not that good.
Talk about a Shaft show. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. For something that I was expecting a lot out of.
Yeah, me too.
So we're talking about Mikaku City Actors.
Yeah, man.
God, like
Guys, how Shaft is that show?
it's quite Shaft.
It's really shafty.
Like I feel like you definitely feel the Shaft, but it's just
Oh yeah.
like oh wow, I didn't mean for it to come out that way, but
I feel that entire Shaft. Oh,
I really did
All
not
up in
mean for
them
it to come out
guts.
that way.
Oh god.
that's a critical Shaft.
So there was an article about this show I read, and it kind of made a good point. This show, so Shaft has like their Nisekoi and their Bakemonogatari style of
This is
shows.
this is what they do when they get bored. Pretty much.
And no, this show is following like the Bakemonogatari style, and it doesn't work
No.
because in a show called Mekaku City, there's very little emphasis on the city and the people in the city. It's just the emphasis
Yeah.
on the characters, which is a Bakemonogatari type
Yeah,
thing.
it's like to me like the best city in anime is one from Durarara. Like point
Oh
blank.
yeah, well that's a real city. But I mean,
Yeah, and I don't really know what the fuck the city's even about. Honestly.
but this show's not bad. It just I have no idea what the fuck I'm watching.
The show is basically about a mascot character, and that's really it.
Well, here's the thing. This show. Okay, so this is
By the way, I'm trying to wrap this thing up in 15 minutes, so let's go with this.
okay. This is actually really weird because this spawned off of what's called the Kagero Project, or Heat Haze Project, also known as Kagero Days. It's a Vocaloid song created by Jin, also known as Shizen no Teki P. And so this is what this spawned from. Because I guess it became popular on Nico Video after the release of the song Kagero Days. And I don't know, maybe I guess this is what they based it off of. Which is really odd because there really wasn't a whole lot to it, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, oh hey, like I guess Black Rock Shooter would be a good example. How that was just a character concept, and then as they created more character concepts, they decided to create a universe and try to make a story out of it. Well, this is kind of the same thing. So maybe that's why the show actually is not that good.
I just think it's just like when Shaft don't really rein in their artistic vigor, something to call it. They just kind of just create a kind of mess that's just really cool to look at, but makes no goddamn sense.
Well, you are only 2 episodes in, Mike. Like I'll say right now, things happen, but I feel like they're creating this huge buildup, and they're just going to splooge in our faces at the end, and I'm waiting for that delicious mess.
Let me know how it goes.
All right, let's move on to Nisekoi.
The other spectrum
The
of
other
Shaft.
Shaft. Now, again, this has so many emphasis on side characters and alt characters in the world.
And they're written so well.
And this is the style of anime they should have done for Mikako City actors, but they
Man,
didn't.
Shaft fucking loves them some kind of Hanazawa. Like,
Yeah.
for days, they love them some kind of Hanazawa.
All I have to say about the show is it ended. I'm not going to
Oh, it
spoil
did?
anything. It ended.
Oh, it did?
But
Okay, I'm gonna show it tonight.
all I'm going to say is, I'm neither sad nor happy.
Oh, that I don't like
Well,
that. I don't
it
like
was
that.
on-
That's
it-
ugh.
It was Mike. Let me just say, it was
I'm
on
gonna
its
put
way.
that show on the second monitor. You guys keep on talking, all right?
It was on its way to getting a 9, and it got an 8.
I have
poor
not.
thing, got an 8. How will it recover?
I have not rated it. If that's any indication.
Okay, I'm gonna show it tonight then, or right now, whatever.
Fine.
Find out.
Okay, let's go on. No Game, No Life. So this
Great
is
show.
this is unbiasedly the best show of the season.
Yeah, I honestly agree. I
Okay.
really do.
Maybe I don't know.
It's funny because like I made a post about this on Facebook, and
This is 20. That's weird.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Like a lot of people actually agree because this is the one that like I noticed like when I have friends that really don't watch anime and then they will keep up with it like day of, like typically to me that's usually an indication because I'm really enjoying the show. I love all the characters, including the main characters, all the side characters. I think the little references that they do in the show are really good. Like when what's her name was banging her head on the wall, she turns around.
Episode
and does
2
reading.
is hilarious. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
the
God.
JoJo's references. They've done like 3 of them so far.
Yeah, this last episode though, where it was like all the plot development, like just made the show like skyrocket. Like,
Episode 7 of this show was it episode 7 or 8? Or what
I
was
believe
Oh,
it.
let me see.
I believe it was 7. Let me.
I'm checking. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. It was 7.
7.
Episode 7 of that show was the best episode of anime this season.
So what?
7, the latest one.
Huh. Okay.
And it skyrocketed that show easily for me to number 1, unbiased. Now, I love the show, but I think to me it's maybe like my third like most looking forward to show. But I don't want to take anything away from it. It's definitely, and what draws you in is the art style, and then you stay for the show.
Yeah, I like pretty much every aspect of it. It's really good. I mean, heck, even Jenkins is watching the show.
Yeah.
And
Like,
if you can, and with how picky he is, if you can get him to keep up with something, then I guess you're doing a good thing.
yeah, Mike, what's your thoughts on that 4 episodes in?
It's really good. It's really good. I really don't see it getting any better than it actually is because there's not really much they can do with that plot apart from let's just keep on going to
Well-
these other countries and say let's duel. So
episode 6 and 7 might change your mind. Let me just tell you that
Yeah.
right now.
so I think it's like destined for an 8 out of me,
Okay.
but it's still a pretty fucking fun. Time, so I don't mind
I
it at
think
all.
I'll bet you money, as long as you don't do it just to spite me. I think I would bet you money that you would give it at least a 9 when it's over.
We'll find
But-
out. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's definitely gonna be top 5. It's an easy top 5 show.
It's also the best opening this season, I think.
I'd have to look at it again. I've forgotten.
Like I just got
Because I think Selector Infected White Cross is really good too.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I-
has the best opening in my opinion. I think the show is the best ending.
That's not how you say M3.
Okay. Let's go on quickly. I want to do
Nana
this in,
Fairy
in
Treasure.
10 minutes.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Yes, I am. Fuck up.
Ryuga Joe Nana
Ryuga Joe, you don't know my Soken. Nana Fairy Treasure.
Okay.
You're,
I don't like this show because I don't like Nana.
No. It's not Nana. It's Nanana. God.
It's Nana.
Get a fucking
Her name's Nana.
Nanana. Her name's right there in the title.
Oh, well, cool. Fuck
Ryuga
Nana.
Jo Nanana.
Nana sounds better. Fuck that.
This show, I did not like in the beginning, and much like Baby Steps, it's just growing on me as it goes. So let's see where it goes.
I mean, like the detective girl. She's cool.
You know, Ayo.
But Nana just kind of can go fuck right off for all I care.
Well, see, I didn't pick this one up because Ayo fuck ghosts.
Like what? So you're gonna live in my apartment and not pay rent, and make me pay you through pudding? Fuck you. That's bullshit.
Well,
Yep.
I don't know. It's kind of had the same syndrome as like how Natsuki Rendezvous left a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, oh, I'm done with ghosts. I'm sorry.
At least this show like told you straight up it's about a ghost. It isn't like halfway through the season, oh god, it's a ghost. Thank you, Golden Time.
But man, I have a bad taste from Tessugare, so I'm not really in the mood for ghosts.
Mitigating factor for this show, Nota Mamiko has a role, and it's not one line. Thank you very much. She plays later on the main character. What's his face? Jugo. His like, I guess it's. Well, there's some plot spoiling, but anyways, childhood friend is the best way to describe her. But she like kicks major ass, and it's Nota Mamiko, so she's my waifu. All right.
She doesn't say anything though.
No, she does.
Oh,
I was just saying, recently she's been having like one-line side character jobs, and it's been really depressing.
Kicking them checks out to Mamiko.
You know the elf that helped out the girl in No Game No Life?
Yeah.
That she had like 2 lines maybe. That's her. She plays that.
Keep getting them checks. That's what I say.
Yeah, keep getting checks. Let's skip the next one because we don't have time. But let's do
fuck
Selector.
you. Silver Zombies, awesome. The best drama ever made. Watch that shit. All right, next.
All right, cool, done. Selector Infected with Cross.
With some obvious incest overtones in this show.
This is the best comedy of the season.
No, but okay, I'll listen to you though.
I don't know. I laugh at this show about.
That's not how you fucking say book robot me not Kawasa, but all right.
You see, that show's trying to be funny. This show is unintentionally this show's basically.
It's not going to be funny at all.
It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, like funny. Like you're just laughing at how seriously they take the stupidest shit. Like my dream is to literally fuck my brother, and I'm gonna play children's card games to go to that goal.
Yeah, that sounds super crazy though.
Well, you see, I'm already watching a show about a children's card game, so I don't need another one.
This show is some people call this show the Monica of children's card games.
Oh God!
And they're not wrong.
in concept, yes, but let's not go any further than that.
No, it's not. Anyways, I do look forward to this show every week. I love it, but it's a fucking terrible
I
show.
I actually like it to watch it a lot, but man, is that show surprisingly overdramatic.
Mike, have you been introduced to the Aki Lucky modeling chick yet?
Oh yeah, fuck her.
Oh my god,
she sucks.
She's the best train wreck later on.
She's like that bitch from San Series Zombies. The model chick.
No, she goes insane later. It's fucking grade A train wreck. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, best opening this season.
I'm about to look into that because so far No Game No Life's got me.
The thing is, I mean, Kamen Wakashima, she's been around for quite some time, but she doesn't do a lot of anime music. She does her own music, so rarely do we get to see her do anime music.
I actually do know who that is.
And this song is fantastic. She did the openings to the Rosen Maidens, not the one that just came out, I believe. Actually,
the old one.
But the old ones. Let me see if she.
Which I actually saw that at Amanda's house a few weeks back. That show, I don't know what that show isn't about really now. Just except AO dolls and wishes, whatever.
What the fuck is this thing even called?
Well, anyways, now time to get to the one that I actually like the most.
So you don't know Kishi?
Not overall, but out of the 4 mech shows, if you're gonna pick up one, I would pick this one up. This one's actually the best written one. It's not the best animated one.
Oh, I fucking hate how that show looks. It show looks like fucking garbage to me.
Well, here's the thing. It's the same guy that did something that Chris actually really likes. I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, by the same guy. This show, I'm drawn in by the plot actually.
Keep it under a minute.
Like Urban, if you were looking for one where they actually don't really talk about the mechs themselves at all, this is it. They fight these like mutated like alien
Space
thingies
monsters,
where
moon monster.
they have to shoot it with these like cannons to open up its core, and then they have to pierce it with a special spear in order to actually kill it.
On the moon.
Not just in space. But
No, I agree
anyway.
with Mike here. The animation, I get what they're trying to do. I watched about 3 minutes of the first episode just to check it out, and I was like,
God.
it's like, it's just awkward.
It's like a really
You know,
bad. It looks like really
yeah.
bad Ars Nova.
But like after I got through the first like episode and I watched the second one and then the third one, I started caring about it less and less. So I mean, yeah, it's not the greatest, but everything else about it, like I just came to ignore the animation on it actually, and I'm just enjoying the rest of it. So I mean, when they actually go out into space and they have these extensive battles and stuff, they actually do up the quality by quite a bit. They spike the frames per second to about 50. And
I mean, the thing is, the mech battles themselves would not look bad in this animation style. The fact is they're using the CG for the characters themselves, and that just looks really awkward.
And they look bad. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, after a while, like you can just ignore it.
I can't.
It's really not bad after you get used to it, but it's still my favorite mech show this season.
All right, let's go to the last one. Let's do this in 3 minutes. Mike,
It's Tender Rain.
Soredemo Seka Utsukushi, which is the world is still beautiful.
It's
It's a
Tender
Tender Rain.
Yep. There we go.
So, did you see the last episode? No, you didn't. Okay, never mind.
Nope.
All right.
As you can tell,
This-
it's. That shows that song on YouTube. Yes, it is.
Boy, it's a tender fucking rain.
I'm gonna play that song right now.
So I can't tell who's getting subjugated in this show, if it's Levy or what's her face.
I think it's like a weird who's got who by the balls type dynamic, which no one really knows who has who by the balls right now.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, the ball's in his court at the end of the last episode.
He is the Child King.
Oh, Nika, that's right. Her name's Nika.
She's super cool. I love her character.
She is.
Like she's not some like weird dumb bitch. She had her shit together, and she's like, no, fuck, it's a bullshit. No, fuck you and your bullshit. She can give a fuck, and I love her about that.
Yeah, but it's a tender rain. Did you watch the episode with the little girl, childhood friend yet?
No, that's the next episode right after what I just watched.
Okay.
But to be fair,
Yeah.
It's Tender Rain is a really fucking good song. The problem is they play it all the fucking time and made a big deal of, oh, I can't sing it all the time. I need to really feel it. I need to see.
Yeah,
all
my
this
my
world
rain
is, like,
needs
fucking
emotions.
Right. And she just fucking says the word Tender Rain just gets humid in that fucking room.
Boy, this
They
steak.
really just,
She's
like,
just like,
kind of-
this steak sure is tender. Fuck. Wait. I mean.
God, it's not
God.
Oh,
Oh God.
But yeah, apart from that show's really good. I like it a lot. I think it's my hidden gem of the season.
I'm waiting for it to tell me how much I'm supposed to like it, because I don't hate it nor extremely like it yet.
I like it. I think it can be a top 5 show, possibly.
But again, this is Piero.
For me, the song's called "Beautiful Rain" by Reina Maeda, which, what the fuck why is that called "Beautiful Rain" and not "Tender Rain"? But okay.
Well, whatever. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to a couple things that came out during this season. That Persona 3 movie.
Mm-hmm.
The first part is out. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to. And
I think I'll write a review about that when I'm watching.
like, it's funny because like when I went to go get the episode, like I said, I stay away from anime forums, but the thing is on the comments for the post about this was on like the very front page, and it was very one-sided. Like pretty much everybody who played the game, like were raging and being haters and saying it sucks.
Matt, what's the second one? Quickly, I'm literally gonna like stop streaming in less than a minute here.
Oh, the second one is just that the final episode of Gundam Unicorn came out, and it was amazing.
Also, this summer we have a new Appleseed. Just saying.
All right.
Do we?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Well,
Blu-ray.
in an effort
Go
for
on, get
Twitch not to split
Cool.
this. I'm going to say thank you for listening. Critical D, Summer 2014 Midseason Review. This is Ruben. We're out.
Appleseed.
Later.
All right.